A notice from the U.S. government says imported items that are labeled Made in Hong Kong will now have to be changed to Made in China instead. The change is expected to take place next month.
The U.S. Customs and Border Protection says products made in Hong Kong and exported to the U.S. will need to be labeled Made in China starting next month. In July, the United States determined that Hong Kong is, quote, no longer sufficiently autonomous to justify differential treatment in relation to China. Hong Kong companies will get a 45-day grace period to mark that their exports originate from China. We spoke with business professor Frank Xie. He says the Hong Kong dollar might be the next to be negatively impacted.
With Hong Kong being part of China, I think the Hong Kong dollar will lose this prestige in Hong Kong's banking and financial system.
He says the change will largely affect businesses on the Chinese side.
The major impact should be felt by the Chinese side because they just lost another channel for them to export.
A couple of New Yorkers told us they are not very confident with products labeled Made in China compared to labeled Made in Hong Kong.
I think China is a vast country, and so the question is something made in a factory in the middle of nowhere where the regulations aren't being followed. Whereas Hong Kong, I believe, is more of an international community, and therefore it feels to me like it would, the odds are it would be higher quality.
I probably wouldn't buy it. Like China's products the quality aren't as good, and Hong Kong is I just feel like their quality is better.
Hong Kong exporters will pay the same trade tariffs as Chinese exporters. The change is expected to come September 25th. Phil Zhou, NTD News.
On Monday, Hong Kong police arrested 10 pro-democracy activists and critics and raided the building of a prominent independent newspaper. It's the first mass arrest after the new national security law was imposed by the Communist Party, severely damaging Hong Kong's freedom. Later that evening, the famous TV tower in Shanghai, China's biggest city, was struck by lightning during a heavy rainstorm. Several videos show the moment when 2 columns of lightning struck the Oriental Pearl Tower. Inside the tower, 9 FM radio programs and 19 TV programs are broadcast. Among them are 12 programs from CCTV, the regime's most powerful media mouthpiece. Accidentally, the tower was given the same name as the city of Hong Kong. Its name is Oriental Pearl, while Hong Kong, given its status as a world financial center, was dubbed the same. Despite the video evidence, the Shanghai Tower Management Department denied the building was hit, instead telling the media that the photos of the building being struck are simply due to the camera angle they were captured from. According to official records, the tower caught fire 10 years ago after a series of thunderstorms. Now to mainland China. The former chairman of China Huarong Asset Management Company, Lai Xiaoming, was charged on Tuesday. He allegedly received a total of over $200 million in bribes and embezzlement from 2008 to 2018. If the record-breaking figures are accurate, the crimes mark the highest amount of fraudulent money ever obtained by a Chinese official. And the figures only applies to money accumulated in or within the last 10 years. It remains unclear how much bribery he accepted before 2008. Lai Xiaoming was also charged with bigamy for living with another woman in the name of husband and wife and having 2 children, besides his legal marriage. A Chinese local media revealed Lai Xiaoming had 3 100s, more than 100 real estate properties, and more than 100 mistresses. According to CCTV, the Chinese Communist Party, or CCP's media mouthpiece, the investigators found a total of almost $40 million in cash at his several properties. Altogether, it weighed more than 3 tons, breaking the record for the most cash seized by corrupt officials in China. Before Lai Xiaoming, the record was held by Zhang Zhongshen, a former deputy mayor in Shanxi province. He received bribes equivalent to about $150 million. Now we turn to other forms of Chinese corruption. It's common for officials to submit falsified resumes as they play a critical role in being selected for promotions. Sometimes there are interesting results. This week, the resume of Guo Yuyang, former vice chairman of Sichuan Province's Communist Party Committee, has gone viral on Chinese social media. His resume on Baidupedia shows he was born in 1970 and that he joined the army the same year. It adds that he joined the Communist Party in 1973. That would mean he was serving in the army before he celebrated his first birthday, and that he became a party member at the age of 3. Further, he joined the military academy at 5 years old, graduated, and became an army official at age 9. After his odd resume went viral, Baidupedia deleted his birthday and the resume information between 1970 and 1979. But one piece of information from when he was 14 remains. That's when he supposedly became an official at a county-level branch of the party. An investigation into Guo for bribery has been launched in 2017. But he's not the only Chinese official with a falsified resume. According to the state-run media People's Daily, the party member inspection department contains more than 25,000 cadre files detailing member histories. Approximately 500 files were found to be fraudulent. That means 2 of every 100 officers falsified their resumes, according to the investigation.